for everyone who don't especially know you from like the roots, can you tell us more about who is Chiamaka Nnadozie? Who is she, like where does she come from? What football means to you?
Okay, my name is Chiamaka Nnadozie Cynthia. I came from Olu, in Nigeria, in Imo State to be precise. And yeah, just a young street girl who grew up in the streets of Akwa, you know. So I'm happy to be a footballer today, you know, and I'm happy to be here. And yeah, I love it so far.
Such a specific and special story that you have. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, first of all, I would say I grew up in a family of footballers, not professional footballers, because they never had the opportunity to play in the professional level. But then everyone was a football fan, you know. So, and I was the only young girl in the midst of all the young boys, because my fellow girls, they were all grown up. You know, sometimes they don't want me to play with them, you know. So I always run back to the boys to play with the boys. So in the beginning, I was just playing for fun, you know, because my brothers are playing. But one time when I watched the Super Falcons, they played, in my head I was like, I think I want to be like these people, and I want to be where they are, you know. So I took it so serious. But then my school was an obstacle because I had to go to school. So I was a player then, I was playing, and trust me, I was a very good striker. I scored lots of goals. So yeah, at the point, I had to switch my position. It wasn't really easy because there was no support, you know, there was no encouragement. Sometimes I play with barefoot, you know, so it wasn't really easy. And I never got the support from my family, especially my dad. But thank God to my mom, you know, she was my beacon of hope. She gave me all the encouragement and all the support I needed as a kid, you know, so it wasn't really easy, yeah.
You mentioned that you were a really good striker. So how did you become a goalkeeper then?
Yeah, it was one time because there were 2 academies in my city, Owerri, 2 recognized academies. So one, they train in the morning. The other one, they train in the afternoon. And then I was schooling, so it's difficult to go for the morning training. So I went to the one for the afternoon. So when I got there, my cousin sister took me there, and she introduced me to the coach, and the coach was like, you have to pay. And I went back home, I told my parents, and my mom said, it's not possible to pay this kind of money just for you to be registered. So you just have to stay at home. So I had to run back to the one of afternoon. So when I got there, they accepted me. So one day we were playing a game, and our goalkeeper, she was tired. We were losing 11-3 to the boys. And I just told the coach, okay, can I go help her out? The coach was like, what do you want? It's like, you don't know why you're here. You're a player and you want to go help the goalkeeper. And I was like, yeah, sometimes when I'm playing with my brothers, you know, when it's difficult for me to compete with them because they are boys, I just go to the goal post just to stay there. And he was like, okay. So I went in, and after the game, he called me. He was like, I think you can become a very good goalkeeper. And I was like, no, sir, I just wanted to help, you know. And he was like, he gave me a condition. He was like, if you want to remain in this team, you have to obey by my rules. So you have to become a goalkeeper. You have the height. You have the courage. So it was so difficult for me. There was nothing to do because there was no hope. That was the only hope for me. So I just had to obey what he said. But, you know, he helped me also because he bought me some boots, some gloves, just to help me push the goalkeeping career. That was just like that.
Now you've come such a long way from there. You've participated in several World Cups. You've been here at Paris FC for 4 years now.
To be honest with you, it hasn't been easy, you know, coming from Africa, coming to Europe to adapt to a new style, a new system, especially here in France. The system is totally different. You know, even up to now, I've not seen, even in the national teams, like in the other countries, in other clubs, in the other leagues, I've not seen this type of football but I think it's better here, you know, because the style, everything is so different, and it's the modern football. You know, it hasn't been easy coming here 2020. You know, it was one of the most difficult times because immediately I arrived, the COVID came, and I was alone for about 3-4 months at home in my little room. You know, so it hasn't been easy. But to be honest with you, sometimes when people ask me what's your courage, like what's your courage, what's your hope, I always look at myself and tell myself I am my courage, I am my hope, because I know what I pass through all the time. Sometimes I don't feel like coming to training. Sometimes I don't feel like playing, but then I always try to put my shit behind me, you know, and try to be happy and play. And the evolution is to continue working hard, you know, to see this team, you know, get to where they want to be and to lift trophies with this team. Yeah.
That's amazing that you're talking about the team right now, because I know you're such a team person. We can see that this year, this season especially, has been very special and is still being special through the entire year. Everything going on about it, people talking about the team all around the world.
Yeah.
What's your vision on this?
First of all, from the beginning of the season, you know, the vision was already, I don't know if other people saw it, but to be honest with you, I knew this team was going to get to this stage, you know, because when I was at the World Cup, I saw some signings. I was like, whoa, great. You know, even when they were not here, we did great things. So imagine, you know, bringing more people, you know. So it was really great. I believe in this team so much, and we've done great things in the past, and I believe we'll continue to do so. The whole world saw what we did during the Champions League, and even in the league. You know, we've been consistent. You know, it's not been easy. You know, so you could see how far we've come as a team, and this is not the end. I believe we still have many more, you know, hurdles to run, and I believe we'll get there. Yeah.
You mentioned the Champions League, obviously. It was one of the main topics of the beginning of the season. Is it part of your ambition with the club or personal ambition?
Well, yeah, it's a dream for me to play in the Champions League, and like they said, I'm the first African goalkeeper to play in the Champions League. Like that alone is massive. Like sometimes when I remember that, I will like, come on, girl, like you're getting there, you know. So it's a dream come true for me to play in the Champions League, especially with my first international club, my first professional club. So I'm really happy. Yeah. Amazing histories, you know, some penalty saves, but I'm gonna give the credit to the whole team, because they said teamwork makes the dream work. You know, I could remember the game against Arsenal. After the first half, Matthew and 𝒎𝒏𝒊𝒏𝒆𝒔, they came to me, they were like, Maka, I think we're gonna go on penalties, so you have to be ready. To be honest with you, like, I was never thinking about that. I never thought the game would get to penalty. I was like, what are you guys saying, you know? How can this game get to penalty? Because we are playing Arsenal, you know? And they were like, prepare your mind, prepare your mind. I was like, okay, let me just get ready, even if the plan was gonna change, you know, and that was it. Even after the game, you know, kudos to the whole team. Like, they did an amazing job, you know, they were part of the success. So, yeah, I give all the credit to the team, the staff, the players. There's nothing like having people who believe so much in you. Yeah.
Is there a specific moment that you remember from this experience, the whole Champions League experience, that is still in you? I guess the whole experience is still with you right now, but is there like a specific moment that you'd like to share?
Okay, yeah. I think the game against Wolfsburg, when we went to Germany, like, oh my God, I don't even know how to explain it, but this is something that will forever be in my head, in my heart, you know. Firstly, I never believed we were gonna beat them at home, like in Germany. Like, even there is this ball that it hit on the bar and it came to me. When I caught the ball, I was like, that wasn't a goal in my head. I'm like, okay, that was some good signs, you know. And after 1-0, they missed the penalty, 2-0. Like, it was unbelievable. Believe me, it was unbelievable. It's something that, even if I forget the other histories, that particular one, like, it will forever be in my head. Yeah.
And also in the team, within the goalkeepers team that you have here in Paris FC, because again, you're so young, but you have younger teammates with you. How is the relationship with them?
To be honest with you, I love the girls. You know, this is the best set of goalkeepers I've ever seen in this team, because we play, we laugh, and when it's time for work, we work. You know, they are, yeah, you know, amazing young girls, you know. Even if they don't know how to speak in English sometimes, they know I understand French. So they just, sometimes they speak in French, sometimes they demonstrate. And yeah, they are, both of them, Ines and Alize, they are amazing people, amazing personality, good young goalkeepers. And I think they are the future of this team. You know, I think, you know, in the next 5-6 years, this team will never lack any good goalkeeper, because the connection, you know, you could see what they are doing. And yeah, I must give them a credit for that. Yeah.
Like, what can we wish for you?
Already we lost, like when we lost against PSG, I was so mad, because I was already smiling when I was on the bench. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be playing in the finals with this team. But you know, never say never. Everything turned around, and I felt bad, but that's bygone. So there is playoff, and hopefully we'll qualify. And I believe this team can do great things. I believe we can get to the finals, and I believe we can as well win the trophy. So one of my biggest dreams is to win a trophy with this team especially. So hopefully one day it will happen. Yeah.
Thank you, Maka.
Thank you.